Dear students, good morning. Today we will continue with our grammar session, the modal verbs. In last video, we saw that modal verbs were used for different purposes, and that is permission, ability, offers, and invitation, request, suggestions, obligations, and necessity. So in last video, we discussed about which models are used for ability, permissions, offers, and invitations. Today we will discuss that what models or which models we are using for requests, suggestions, obligations, or necessities, possibility, certainty. So first discuss with request. So we use will you, would you, can you, and could you to ask somebody to do something. So when we are asked somebody to do something, for if, or we can say when we ask someone for request or we request someone for anything, we use these models. Here some examples are given. Will you lend me your umbrella for few minutes? So here is a request that I want an umbrella of another person for me. Lend me means for some time ना, उधार मुझे दीजिए. Will you pass the salt please? So here is also a request that someone asked someone to pass the salt which is nearby the person who sit next to him or her. So here is also a request. Could you give me a lift? So for example, if you are waiting for a bus and if bus is not coming and if your friend is passing from there, so you request him that can you or could you give me a lift. So in this way, these models will you, would you, can you, and could you are used for the request. Would you is more polite than will you and can you, and here could you is more polite than would you. Now for suggestions. So for suggestions, we use shall we to ask for and make suggestions. Here some examples are given. Where shall we go? So here you are asking someone that where shall we go? What time shall we come and see you? So here is ask a question. What time shall we come? When will we come? So in this way, when you want to ask something to someone, you can use shall we. Now in the term of suggestion, so shall we play cricket tomorrow? Here I need a suggestion from others that shall we. If they are agree to play, then we will play, and if they are not, then we will not. So here I am asking asking for some suggestions. Then shall we play cricket tomorrow? Shall we go to the new restaurant? Suggestion. I need or I ask for some suggestions. So here we use shall we for the suggestions. Now obligations and or necessity. We use must and have to talk about obligations. That is to say that something is the right thing to do or that it is necessary to do something. So here we use must and have to when we are talking about obligations, or to say that something is right thing or something something is right or it is necessary to do something, at that time we are using must and have to models in sentences. I must get up early morning tomorrow. So here I want to do something means I have to, I must get, means it is compulsory. For example, tomorrow is my exam and for that I need to get up early in the morning. So for that I use I must get up. It is getting late, we have to go now. Hai, if we have to reach the bus stand on time and the time is not left more, then at that time it is getting late, we have to go now. We can use must and have to for the present and future. To talk about the past obligations or necessity, we use had to, must had, no past tense. So when we are talking in present and future tense, we are using must and have to. When we are talk about past obligations or necessity, we use had to in place of must and have to. Must has no past tense. It had to get up early yesterday morning. They had to cancel the match because of bad weather. So as you see here in sentences, that these are the past activities. I had to get up means yesterday I had to get up early in the morning because I had a match, I had a paper, anything. So these are the past actions, past activity. So here we use had to in place of have to. There are often differences between must and have to. The difference is not big, but it can be useful. So there are some differences between must and have to. This difference is not big, means not large, but it will be useful for us. Here some comparisons are given for that. I must try to lose weight. So it is my own idea. It is for myself, not it is my idea. I have to try to lose weight. The doctor had told me to lose weight. So here in bracket given, because it is not my idea. I have to. When someone told me that your weight is much, and then I think to lose my weight. So at that time I can use I have to lose my weight. But when I thinking by myself, no one suggests me. At that time I am saying I must try to lose my weight. This is my own idea. So sometimes must is used for our own idea and have to we are using for suggestions or ideas given by others. Okay. Use must when you say what you think is necessary, that is when you are giving your opinion, and use have to when you are not giving your personal opinion, that is when a law or someone else says that something is necessary or important. So as I told, when I have my own idea or when I am giving my own opinion to other or for myself, at that time I use must. But when someone else says me to do something and which is important or which is necessary for me, at that time I used have to. Here some examples are given. I just read the examples. You must be home by 8 o'clock. I am telling you. I have to be home by 8 o'clock. So my mother told me. So here is a different. You must, the means you must be. So I am means mother tells me, and I have to be home by 8 o'clock. My mother told me. Now, one another model is need not. We use need not to say that something is not necessary. When something is not necessary, something is not important for us, at that time we are using need not. You need not pay the money now. Means now it is not necessary to pay the money. The bill is not finalized yet. That's why you need not to pay money now. Need not and must not are sometimes confused. How they are confused? Here the comparison is given. So sometimes need not and must, you might be confused in need not and must not. How? You need not buy it. It isn't necessary for you to buy it. You mustn't buy it. Don't buy it. Means you need not means it is not necessary. If necessary, you can buy it. If necessary, you can buy those. There is no there is no, what we can say, obligations, or it is not compulsory to buy it. So you need not to buy it. If it is necessary, you can buy it. So you must not buy it means don't buy it. It is compulsory. It is compulsory that you do not buy it. Understood? You must have to bring your homework means it is compulsory that you must have to bring your homework tomorrow. But you must not play outside means it is instruction given by your teacher or elder that you must not play outside. So sometimes the action which are strictly prohibited, for that we are using must not. We can we can also use don't need to or don't have to. You don't need to or don't have to pay the money now. We also use should to talk about obligations. Should is not as strong as must and have to. Sometimes we are using should in place of must not, must and have to. You should work harder means I am giving some suggestions. It is necessary to work hard. If you want to pass exam, you should work hard. So in this way, we often use should when we are asking for advice and or giving advice. What do you think I should do? Means I need some advice from someone, or if I want to give some advice, you should see a doctor. If I am ill, I have a cough, I have a fever, then someone says you should see a doctor. Here is advice is given by someone, but when I am asking, what do you think I should do? So here I am asking for advice by someone. We can also use ought to, but should is more usual. You ought to work harder. The ought to is also used for the advice or for suggestions. You ought to see a doctor. So in this way, we use these models in our day-to-day life. Other topics we will discuss in next video. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.